You already know I'm Dave. This is Dave Mo Flips. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a little something that occurred to me. We're not going to touch too much on cars. This is more of the new direction of the channel. Yes, to all 131 subscribers, we're still going to do cars. But when this situation hit, and a lot of people found themselves out of work and money got tight for a lot of people, including in my circle. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I had mentioned that in another video that I was shocked how many of people in my circle that do what I do were actually living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I know what certain people make in my circle because they do what I do. We move the same, so we make the same or very close to it. What I did not realize was they had such poor spending habits. So moving forward, I can't let this go down. You know, there's a lot of people that teach everybody about finance. I am not a financer. I don't know about finance, but here's what I do know. I'm not worried about financing, about my finances, all right? And I want to let you guys know that there's a program I use. I don't get paid to tell you about it. This is me talking to you. I use OnDebt.it, all right? There's no .com, that's just it. It's OnDebt.it. I use that. Not in today's video, but in the video to follow, I'm gonna show you guys how to navigate that. I don't budget. I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't budget. I give myself an allowance, all right? And I make do with what I have. I don't go into my savings account. I don't go into my bill money. I am very, very disciplined with that. Obviously, you guys can see I'm not disciplined with everything. What can I say? Pizza got a hold of me. Every time I sell a car, there is a certain percentage, and we're gonna get into it. There's a percentage that I put away for the tax man. And then there's a dollar amount that I put to a different account. That's mine. That's my money, no matter what. And then the business makes the remaining portion of the money. All right? I'm going to show you guys about that as well. If you're here for the cars, don't worry. Nothing's going to change in regards to the cars. You might not want to see every video that I'm posting. I hope you do, because let me tell you something. Being financially stable is not just good for you, but it's good for your family. You know, I have a girlfriend and she's got 2 little ones, and I'm going to be dead serious with you. I consider them my own. And at one point, I remember about 2 years ago, we were swimming in my backyard and we were swimming in my pool. And, I own my home. I have a mortgage like most Americans. And, the girl, she's probably 12 or 13, she had said, we were talking, somehow we got into a conversation about money, and, her fear was that we would lose this house. I told her, I was like, you never have to worry about that. That's never going to be a problem, and whether or not your kids tell you about it or ask you about it, trust me when I tell you, there's a lot of kids growing up in situations where they don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? And as an adolescent, as a child, you should not have to worry about that. And I want to help you guys out. And if you guys already are doing this, hopefully you're helping someone else out. My biggest reward with this YouTube channel is when someone tells me that I helped them. So I hope you guys are down to ride with me. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you, man. You gotta make your own decisions in this life. This is my decision. And my decision is to try to put out content that can help people become debt-free and just become financially responsible. Because I'm not a Dave Ramsey fucking, worshiper. I'm not saying he's bad. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on that over there. And I'm also not a Grant Cardone fucking worshiper. I have my own style, my style. I'm going to show you my style, how I get things done, and hopefully it'll help you guys. But discipline is the #1 thing. And you need to be your biggest fan. I know what works for me. I know what doesn't. I know writing things down was a shocker, you know, and we're gonna get into this. This is just a brief intro of the new channel. If you guys want to get a jump start over the next 2 or 3 days, go into your bank account, go into your receipts, write down everything you spent, all right? Keep food separate. Keep food, coffee, anything like that, keep that separate. Your fuel, your bills, your stuff like that, keep that separate. And then we're gonna go into your grocery list, all right? Because this is what I did. I just found that I was out eating out every day. Every day I was eating out, spending crazy amounts of money. Then I found out when I went to the grocery store, I was buying a lot of stuff that I was throwing out. That's a sin in of itself, all right? Then if you know, it's the littlest, smallest little things when you go to get gas and you're like, oh, let me just pick up the candy bar. Oh, let me just pick up little things when you go to get gas and you're like, oh, let me just pick up the candy bar. Oh, let me just pick up this bottle of water. All that stuff plays into it. I know you guys have heard the story before, but for me, I had to write it down for it to make sense, you know? And when I tried to budget, it didn't work for me. Budgeting doesn't work for me. I'm not that guy. I can't say, okay, I can only spend this amount on this. Because I don't know what this week is going to bring. But here's what I do know. If I only have X amount of dollars, that's all I can spend. So now, knowing that I only have that amount of money, yo, it makes me think so much different. It's like, damn, I only have X. If I spend that on this, or any amount of that on this, now I only have this amount. You see what I'm saying? And then having a business, and this isn't just cars. You could have an eBay business, an Amazon business, or you can sell dresses, do nails, cut hair. You all have your expenses, right? So what I did with that was, and again, this is brief, guys, brief long. Anyway, what I did with that was I just set up an LLC. I have an LLC now. I have an LLC credit card. My business has a credit card, and I run it through there. Now, here's where the discipline comes in. I'm not charging lunches and shit like that unless it's business related on that card. But let's just say I buy a car. It needs a transmission. Well, I'm doing 2 things here. Number 1, I'm buying a transmission with that credit card. 3 things, right? I'm earning points for whatever good that is, but you might as well get something. Anything is better than nothing, right? So I bought the transmission on the card, made life a lot easier. So now they're delivering the transmission the next day or 2 days later. It's paid in advance. Number 2, I earned some points, right? Whatever that might be. Number 3, and this is the thing I like the most about paying for parts with the credit card. Whether or not they want to take that part back because it doesn't work, my credit card company instantly gives me 30 days to dispute a charge. So if there's a problem with a part that I picked up, like a transmission, I call up my credit card. Hey, what's up, Mr. Credit Card? Check this out. I bought this transmission. It was DOA. They won't accept the return. No problem. Now, my credit card company, most credit card companies, stop payment they take their money back from the vendor. Now, the vendor has to prove that the part was working. I already have video of the part not working. Obviously, you guys can see the videos. I have proof that it's not working. I'm not trying to cheat nobody. I just want what's right. That's why I like using the credit card. And then, of course, the cars for the channel, the cars are going to remain the same. The only thing I'm going to change with the cars is I'm going to get a lot more in-depth with you guys. I'm going to start showing you guys what I make on them, what I spend on them. Full disclosure. That's where we're going in terms of the cars. Full disclosure. Speaking of full disclosure, I want to let you guys know something. The cars are not my end-all, be-all. They're a stepping stone for me to get into real estate. I have no desire to buy and sell real estate. I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm going to be 41 in June, okay? I have no desire to start selling real estate. What I want to do is build a portfolio so I can give it to my children when I pass. All right, my goal is to eventually have 10 homes, a minimum of 10 homes, or you know, I think in Florida, if you buy a multi-dwelling, if it's under 5, it's not considered commercial. So I want to get like those. If I could do more of those and less of single family homes, I prefer that. But that's for another video. But the goal is to get single family homes at this point, you know, buy them for under 200, hopefully double up the mortgage. You know, so let's just say I bought a house for like 150 and the mortgage is about 800 roughly, right? Because who knows what the interest rates are going to be. This market is so volatile right now. It's crazy. The mortgage is, let's just say 750 on a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in a good area. Not the best area, not the worst area, a good working class area. Good schooling, low crime. All right. I'd like to be able to rent that house out for $1,500. With the extra $700, split it up. And again, this is, you know, broad strokes here, guys. Split that money up, the profit, put a little bit extra to go to the mortgage to knock it down faster, put a little something away for taxes, and put a little something away for a rainy day, because you are going to have to paint that house. You will eventually need a roof. The AC will break. Windows will need to get upgraded. I'm not trying to be no slumlord out here. Plus, all the maintenance that I do to the house, all the repairs that I'm doing to the home, make it better so I can sell it down the road and get into those multi-family dwellings, you know, like a duplex, a quadplex. That's the idea for me, is to own, I know I said 10, but let's just say for math, if I could own 3 4-tenant residences, that's 12 $1,000 checks roughly, or $1,500 checks, whatever the number is, coming in monthly. You know, Section 8 is another thing I want to look into. But enough about that. I hope you guys ride this out with me. For my new subscribers, I hope you subscribe. Well, for my new viewers, I hope you subscribe. And if you guys really have anything to add, please, by all means, add. Because this isn't just me. This, I hope, is a team. You know what I mean? A few of you guys have already told me, like, you guys can help me with transport. I really appreciate that. A lot of you guys leave positive comments. I really appreciate that. You know, I had one individual at least had called me. We speak on a regular basis, a subscriber. They're now getting into flipping cars. Another guy had told me, you know, that I inspired him to go and get into the business. Like, I want to be here for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to be here for me. If you guys need to shout, get at me, get at me. Mom, it's in the about info. You can send me an email. Get at me, get at me. Mom, it's in the about info. You can send me an email and I'll provide you with my cell phone number and we could chop it up. You know what I'm saying? We could figure it out. Like, if you have a question, I can help you the best I can. You know, and my questions are put on video for you guys to answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like I'm in this alone. I feel like it's us, a team, a real team. I've always got down with my team. I said it from video number 1. Anyone who does anything for me, period, is on my team. Nobody works for me. We break bread together, and I believe in keeping the bread in the community. I believe keeping it in the family. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, if my homeboy has a mechanic shop, I want to bring my work to him, keep him and his family eating. If my people have a paint shop or they know someone that's down with them that can paint cars, let's bring it to them. You know what I'm saying? If with the current situation I have now, the guy who runs the paint shop that I go to, because it's a franchise, he gets a commission from the cars that go in there. Yeah, I bring him all my cars because while he's not making all the money, right? He's getting at least commission from the cars coming in. And he knows he could hit me up like, yo, man, my numbers are low. You know, can you get me 2 or 3 cars this week? And if I have something that I've been kind of on the fence about painting, I'll give it to him. If I know other people at where I'm at, like the other 9 dudes or 10 dudes that work, that are at that car dealership, I tell them, like, yo, go see my man, you get that car painted, boom. And I help him out. Leroy, you know what I'm saying? Leroy does the transportation for us. He is now getting into the sales for us. He is now, he's obviously always been the mechanic, but that's family. You know, Leroy and his family come to my home and break bread with us. So with me, I'm a type of dude who it's about family. You know what I mean? Like, and not just blood, it's just about family. It's about the team. Like, I get down with mine. You know what I mean? I feel like this video is probably boring to a lot of you guys. And if it's boring for you guys probably didn't come up the way I came up. But I know my real ones that came up and can understand it, you get it. You know what I'm talking about. Like, I know you get it. I know you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what this is, man. This is bigger than cars. This is bigger than cars. And if you ain't got no kids, and if you're a young buck, let me tell you this, if you're a young guy out here right now, or a young woman out here right now trying to do it, don't be like me and fuck up and have to get back at it. Start the right way. Do it the right way. If you don't have debt or anything like that, don't get in debt. And there are certain things that I'm going to tell you that you can get in debt for, in my opinion. That's where I'm different than a lot of people. But understand, once you're in debt and you did what you did, now you need to hustle. You need to get out of that debt. You know, as far as cars are concerned, floor plans are great. Yo, you get a $250,000 floor plan. You could sell Lambos or Ferraris or Bentleys. You could sell Altimas or what's Nissan? Maximas or, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Use their money to make your own money. Once you have your own money, give them their money back and start using your money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't keep feeding into it because, oh, it's only $175. Yeah, but that's $175 that came out of your pocket. You automatically took on a partner. Listen, guys, I'm out of here. Hit that subscribe button. You know, ring that bell. I took enough of your time already this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever it is you're watching this video. And like I said, I didn't mean to rant. That wasn't a rant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to become long-winded, but you know how I get. When I start thinking and speaking about something I care about truly, you can tell the difference. And this is something I care about because I genuinely care about my people. Whether I know you or not, you're still my people. You hear me? Like, I want you to be debt-free. I want you to move with money. I want you to follow your dreams. I want you to be successful. I want us all to be successful. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? I want to come to a party and know I am who I am. I own what I own. Like, you can't take nothing from me. You didn't help me. You didn't give to me. You can't take from me. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I want for all of us. Everyone just to really, really, truly tighten up. And if you're already where I want to be, tell me tips. Let me know. Let us all know. Stop. Share the wealth. Knowledge is wealth. Guys, enough. I'm out. Thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button. I gotta go.